Aloha everybody. I'm here to show you guys how to tie a fishing hook. When I was young, I loved to fish. I'm a good fisherman. I know all different types of hooks and knots, any type. It's just, I'm just really good at it. It's just a passion for me. So yeah, I want to show you guys how to do I didn't know what it was called until I searched it up, but it's actually called a Japanese fishing knot. The hook knot or whatever, it didn't really have a big name to it. But it's a very easy knot. It's simple if you pay attention very closely. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take the hook. Doesn't matter what size, doesn't, as long as it's not too big. And then you're gonna take the line. Make sure you poke it to the hole. Right now, mine's is having some troubles. I don't know why. There you go. Okay, everybody good?
Yep.
Okay, once you get it in, you're gonna take the tag end, which is the end that's short, correct, right here. You're gonna put it you're gonna wrap it around the hook and make a loop. You can see it here. Okay. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You guys got it? Once you get that, you're gonna take the tag end again, the short end, wrap it around the hook and the loop. You gotta make sure you wrapping both of them, otherwise it won't work at all. It'll just come right out. You're gonna wrap it around about maybe 4 times. I do it 4. Some people do it 3. I find 4 to be the perfect amount. Any more than 4, it gets a little, the knot gets a little big. I'll give you guys time. This is the hard part.
I think I got it.
How would you? You got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, so now without letting go now, you gotta make sure you don't let go, otherwise nothing's gonna happen. Put the tag end, the small tag end back through the loop. Okay, you got that?
Mm-hmm.
After that, you pull. You pull both the tag end and this longer part is called the leader line, which this will be connected to the pole. But of course, there's no pole in here, so we don't have that. So you pull both, and then make sure it's tight. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Did you bite the line too hard?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, man. You don't want to hook yourself. Okay, once you got it in, there's gonna be the tag end still might be a little long depending on how much you experience. But I think most likely it's gonna be you're gonna have a good amount of tag left. So you're gonna have to bite it off, or if you have a scissors, whatever you have in your hand, you cut it. But if you don't have nothing, you just bite it off. So then that way, it's gonna be shorter. If it's too long, when you have it in the water, it can get tangled to the rest of your line, which will be heading up to the stuff, and then you have what they call a bird, and we call it a bird nest, which is basically a bunch of line in a pile like that, and then it's like almost impossible to you get it free and fix the line, so you probably just gonna cut it and start all over again, and it wastes a lot of line, it costs a lot of money for the line. But yes, that's basically the simple knot. It's called the Japanese fishing knot. It's used mostly for tying hooks, like I said before. I didn't say that it can't be used for tying the very big, like ulua size hooks, the one with big line. The line's literally like thick line. If you use it on that, it won't work too well, because when you're rolling it around, it's the line is stiff. Like how you guys notice with this one is a really stiff. This is 50-pound test, if you notice. So even at that, it's a little hard to wrap it around because it's it's very stiff and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be more of a from maybe 1 pound to around 50, like this is the max you can use it for. Anything more than that's gonna be almost impossible to wrap it around the hook. You guys got that? Very simple.
Mm-hmm. What kind of fish could we catch with this size hook?
Depends on what kind of hook you tie on top of the line. To be honest, mostly since it's made for smaller fish, you're not gonna be able to catch something huge, like maybe around 2 or 3 feet, depending. And you can catch the small ones with it too, because this is made for more smaller fish. So you can catch the ones that like maybe. I caught the smallest I caught was about 1 inch size fish.
Dang.
Be honest, yes, I did catch a small fish. I felt like professional because you know how hard it is to hook a fish like that size. So yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, you said this was like really expensive. How much is the line?
Oh, well, the one I got here is a very cheap one. I didn't want to use a very pro type line, but the regular lines, depending on which one you get. Usually, this is gonna be connected. This line is actually gonna be connected to your reel, or we call it leader line. It's gonna be connected mostly to everything else on the pole. You know, but you know I don't have a pole here, so I'm not gonna give a full line. But the lines, depending on how big the spools are, like you can see here, we have this one. This spool is 110 yards and 50-pound test. This one's only $2. It's a very cheap line. The really good ones can cost around like $40-something for the same amount. You know, it's very expensive. It also depends on the size of the pound. What they call it, how much the line can handle. How much is this max weight they can hold up. Yeah. Is that it? Everybody got it?
I have a question.
Yes.
So with the different test lines, would you have a preference of what kind of reel, like what kind of reel it would be?
What do you mean?
Like no, so like.
Oh yes. You're saying like as if depending on the size of the line, you would put a small, like you would take the line and put a small reel, like put small reel on it.
Yeah, like if you had 100-pound test line.
You put on a small reel. You're saying, right?
No, like yeah, would it matter? Like what?
Yes, of course, sir. It would matter a lot because you know you're not gonna take a small reel, like really small reel, and put like 100-pound test line on it. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you, but it's gonna be like it's only gonna be like 5 yards of line. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like you know, Troy, the whole line's gonna go. You know? I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh at you. I feel bad. You got that though?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you for answering my question.
No problem. Anybody else? Yeah, you got any questions over here? No. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I'm sorry it was such a weird introduction. But